presented by Caesar Sportsbook. MJ Acosta-Ruiz here with Robin Lopez and our resident coach, David Fizdale. Okay, New York Knickerbockers.
Oof.
Getting it done. What a way to cap off the second game and at the Garden. Let's get you right to the highlights from a spicy Game 2 over at the Mecca. Welcome to New York.
Oh, man, they shutting it down out there.
Is that a neon chain that guy was wearing?
I mean, yes, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Get your little meditation on, Jalen. I get it. First quarter. Come on, Cat.
What a finish.
Little finesse.
I mean, James Harden got to give him more resistance than that. Sorry. That's if you want to win and you want to go to the finals.
Right.
Yo.
Here he comes again.
You got to show it.
Yeah, playing with urgency there. Towns 13 points in the first half. Under 3 to play. Here comes Mobley.
How you attack?
He had 10 in the first quarter. All right, clock winding down. Ooh.
We're going to need more of that.
Spider beating the buzzer there. All right, second quarter. Bridges.
I love how he's just gotten, locked into just being a winning player and not worrying about scoring, not worrying about any of that stuff.
Oh, the beard. Knocks down a 3. 12 first half points for Harden. All right,
man.
Game tied at 45.
That man.
What did you call him, Coach? Didn't you say he was the X factor?
Yep.
For the postseason?
That dude, he can swing a series in a heartbeat. He's a winner.
Yeah, he was just getting started there. Brunson to Hart again.
Asking Hart to beat him?
Yep.
Well.
Celebrity Row, living it up. By the way, Brunson, 2 points in the first half. The Knicks took a 4-point lead into halftime. So, third quarter now. All right, Brunson, start heating up, my man.
Deep-ish.
Deep-ish, very much so. Qualified.
He is ridiculously good.
Yeah, here we go. Just woo! Dancing.
Ballroom dancing on him.
It was a slow burn, as Mike Breen would say, a Brunson burner.
Genius.
How good is
if
Breen?
you will. I mean, so good. Midway through the third. You know, this Brunson-Hart connection is very good.
What's confounding is there's nobody next to him even like 3 seconds after he catches the ball.
Right.
He is.
What's going on?
Hart, again.
Somebody please guard him.
He tucking in his napkin.
Look at Ben Stiller.
His silverware
all
together.
the time in the world.
I would also give a standing ovation. That was part of an 18-0 Knicks, 18-0 Knicks run. Ooh.
See, that's where he just changes the whole dynamic. Is that space 5? Ooh.
Their foot on the gas here. Fourth quarter. Mitchell. All right, little fight back from Cleveland. But OG with some strong moves there, making sure they remember where they were. Very next Knicks possession.
I don't think the Cavs are going to forget.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Woo! Bridges for 3. He's also on fire tonight.
Can't be giving up corner threes.
No.
But all of these threes are wide open. I mean, seriously, they like looking at the ball. They're getting the laces together.
I would knock those down, Coach.
Josh Hart.
Right, all that
I know
time.
you would, big fella.
A playoff career high for Josh Hart, I believe 26 points. Oh, victory and a statement.
BK.
For the
Bernard
Knicks.
King, baby. Bernard
Must have been
King.
Method Man at halftime. The Knicks won 109-93, the final. At least for us here in the green room. All right, the Knicks have won 9 consecutive playoff games. Jalen Brunson scored 17 of his 19 points in the second half with a playoff career high 14 assists. Josh Hart recorded a playoff career high with 26 points. Cleveland now down 2-0 in this series. Here's Josh Hart after his big game.
Josh, after not playing much down the stretch in Game 1, just how good did this game feel you tonight? 26 points, playoff career high.
Yeah, man, it felt good. The thing I'm most happy about is I started 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 from 3, and I just kept shooting. I'm putting the work in, and I just got to go out there and play with confidence, so it felt good.
What was your mindset when they just kept leaving you open to shoot?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that's what the game plan was going to be, and that's just been working. In the gym with Joe, Peter Patton, our shooting coach, just getting reps. So I'm just trying to make sure, shoot the ball with confidence and, just believe in my work.
You heard the ovation from this crowd when you left the court. And after Game 1, you you said you didn't like not playing down the stretch, but you would do whatever it takes for this team. What is it about this team that makes you say that? Because a lot of people can say that, but they don't really mean it. What is it about this team that makes you say that?
I think it's just the character that we have of the guys in the locker room. For me, I said it for years, man. I'm a servant to these guys. You know, I'm big in my faith. I pray for humility all the time, and I really feel like I don't have an ego. That got burned out my heart a long time ago, and I'm out here to serve these dudes.
2-0 series lead heading to Cleveland. How do you pack this up and take it on the road?
We can't be happy with, you know, being up 2-0. This team was just down 2-0. Last series they came back, so we got to go out there. We know they're going to have a sense of urgency, a sense of desperation, and we can't just match it. We have to exceed it. So we got to learn from film tomorrow and get ready for a tough one.
Thanks, Josh. We'll see you in Cleveland.
Dan, you guys scored 27 points in the first quarter and didn't reach that number in the next three. Why do you think you struggled offensively tonight?
We didn't shoot the ball well. I thought we had a lot of good looks. A lot of look, you know, good looks at the rim. I thought our process was right. You know, took care of the ball. Offensive rebounded. I think wasn't a great shooting night. At the end of the day, you got to put the ball in the hole. Tonight we didn't.
What do you think you can do to get the bigs more involved?
Yeah, you know, get it to them in the pocket more. You know, in the pick and roll. But they, you know, it's a little bit like they're sucking in. They're in the paint, and I thought we did a great job hitting the perimeter guys. Bunch of swings, bunch of wide open threes. You know, you gotta kind of take what the defense gives you. Obviously, they're trying to take away those guys. So I think if we would have made some shots early, it could have loosened them up a little. But we never found, you know, the accuracy tonight.
Brunson obviously didn't have as big of a scoring night, but 14 assists. Kind of what did you see out of there?
That's what great players do, right? You know, they read the game. You know, and the game dictated that. Obviously, we were loaded up more to him, and you know, he found other guys. So we just got to find that balance. You know, but you know, 14 assists. But credit to him, right? Took away some of his scoring options, blitzed him, gave him different looks. He made the right reads, right place.
You guys have been, obviously much better at home throughout the postseason. So, kind of what gives you the confidence that
Yeah.
going back there, you can sort of flip this now, stare it down?
Listen, you know, we're you know, could easily stole game one. I thought our process was right tonight. So that gives me confidence going home. You know, obviously we got the great home crowd, have played well at home in the playoffs. So, you know, we need to get our legs under us, quite honestly. Like, you know, we know their rest advantage. So, getting home always helps with that. But definitely probably didn't have the juice tonight that we needed to, which is kind of, you know, it's going to hit it sometime.
To that point, you agreed with Lisa at halftime that you didn't think Donovan was moving quite.
Yeah, but then after halftime, I thought he was well. So you know, like there's, you know, Don, he's not complaining about it to me, but I, you know, did see him, you know, trying to work through it. Probably some stiffness, but I, you know, asked him if he wanted to come out in the fourth quarter, and he's like, I'm fine. So I think he's fine.
And then the other thing I wanted to follow up on, like you said, you got to find a balance, and you were talking more about loading up on Brunson. So does that mean that
For sure, you got to pick your poison. That's what the playoffs are about, right? You gotta, you know, you gotta kind of pick, you know, pick players or player that, you know, you got to help off of. So, you know, those are the choices you make in the playoffs.
Pre-game, you talked to us about the idea of when the bigs get more touches, it unlocks extra whatever chemistry, I think is the word you used. Then you said the second half they were making the right read offensively, passing over the top for threes, but obviously you don't get to have that chemistry unlocked.
Yeah.
I think it was 0 shots for Mobley after halftime. Is there anything to be done to still work him through
Yeah. I mean, we got to look at it because that's obviously as well as Evan played in the first half. He should have more shots. Again, I could just say they were really tagging our rollers. They are in there. You know, my big kind of, you know, preaching to them these past day or two is hit the open man, and I felt like they did that. So, you know, we'll have to look at it. Of course, you always got the offensive boards. Can we get out and transition more? You know, that would be another way. But yeah, you're right, Dave. We got to find a way to get them involved more, even with the defense they're playing.
All right, so the Knicks take care of home court and go up 2-0 in the series. Tonight's hero for New York, as predicted by Coach, Josh Hart, who continually made the Caps pay for leaving him open, making 5 threes. The game was only Knicks up at 4 at halftime, but the Knicks really pulled away in that second half. They knew they had to really create even more space with this Caps team, Coach. But yeah, you called Josh Hart the X factor before we even got into the postseason. You knew he would be a crucial piece. Why was that?
He's a winner, and he's got all of the skill sets, right? But he just plays his role. But when the game asks him to score, he scores. If the game asks him to rebound, he rebounds, defends. He gives you whatever the game needs. And, you know, tonight they kept leaving him open. And although he started off 0 for 3, he's not the kind of guy that lingers in the past. And he's just trying to help his team win, and what you saw was a great performance.
Yeah, I love that he said that post-game with Lisa Salters. My ego's gone a long time ago. I'm just here to serve these guys. And you can see his unselfishness on the court, and it paid off for him with dividends today, Robin.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of frustrating how wide open they were leaving him.
We were like, what?
Like, these players weren't even under the same